Hi, it's Rob. Thank you for watching. This is the third video in a series, How to Market Catholic Schools. So in our last video, we talked about building a strategy in order to form a message. And the first part of the strategy was asking the question, who's it for? And we asserted that was mom, generally speaking. But there's more questions to ask in order to form the strategy, to build a strategy to form the message. The next question is, what's it for? So what is your marketing for? So if you're marketing to mom, then what's it for? And obviously it's for her to talk about your school. It's for her to become your biggest marketing advocate. So if that's what it's for, then we need to give mom a story. Mom needs to have an experience that gives her a story. So let's jump right to the third question because it helps with this. And the third question is, what's your promise? What is the promise that you are making to mom in order to make her experience delightful? I'll give you an example of a promise. Think about the ice cream truck. The ice cream truck, what is the promise of the ice cream truck? The promise you could say is it drives by and it has ice cream and you can buy ice cream from the ice cream vendor. Well, that is sort of the on the surface obvious promise that when it stops by, you're going to get ice cream or a cold treat. But there's more to the ice cream promise than meets the eye. There's the promise of, you'll hear me coming. There's the promise of, you get to stand on the corner and enjoy a cold treat with your friends on a hot summer day. There's the promise of, you get to choose. And for the parents, there's the promise of your child gets to experience this same fun activity that you experienced as a child. And you as the parent, for handing over $3 or $5, are the hero. That's a little deeper promise than just a transaction of I give you a couple of dollars and you give me a cold treat. See the difference. So when you think about your Catholic school, what is your promise? Obviously there's a transaction. The parent pays the tuition, the child gets an education. That's the transaction. What's the promise? This is something to think about. I'm not going to give it to you, at least not right away, but we'll build on it. But I want you to think about what are the nuances of what you are providing. Okay, so in order to get there, then we have to ask, what does mom want? And this is also a question that you can dig pretty deep into. Mom wants, obviously, maybe she does, maybe she doesn't, to send her child to school, right? It's a law. She has to send her child to school. It's not necessarily a want, although she'll take advantage of it. So now she has to pick a school. What is going to help her choose which school to go to? She has to decide every year which school her child is going to go to. So what is it she wants? Why do people pick the schools that they pick? Why do they not pick your school when they don't pick it? What is it that they want? What is it that they're looking for? Okay, I'm going to assert that if it's a Catholic family, there is a level of approval that they want. And the approval they want is obviously from their family. That comes from, I don't want to screw this up. I want to make the right choice. I want everyone to be happy. So when I make this choice of choosing this school, I want the approval of my family. But then their faith kicks in, and they want the approval of their peers, and they want the approval of their pastor, and they want the approval of their bishop, and they want the approval of God. So there's a whole line of influence here of why they pick your school. And what exactly do they want? What they want, maybe, is for their child to become successful. Maybe what they want and what they picture in their mind is a family dinner every night where they sit around the table and everyone's happy and healthy. Maybe what they want is a child that grows up to be a success in the faith or in the medical field or in some form of providing for their family and having a similar happy family to them, because they're looking way down the road to what they want. They already have a story in their mind. They're already picturing their kids either at the dinner table or years down the road. They have this planned out in their mind. And choosing your school is just a step, an important step to getting there in the story that they've created. Okay, so let's talk about how we cater to mom. And here's an exercise you can do to sort of put things in perspective. Let's say you were to raise your price 5 times. Whatever your tuition is now, raise it in your head 5 times, maybe 10 times. And then think about the people that are already in your school are willing to pay that. How would you treat them differently? If instead of paying $6,000 a year, they're now paying $60,000 a year, how would you treat them differently? You don't have to spend any money. It's just a matter of attention and respect and dedication, professionalism. Here's the thing. We can do that now. They don't have to spend $60,000 to be treated like royalty. We can do that for them now. That's how you treat mom or dad or the decision maker in the family. The way that they need to be treated in order for them to get the story to share. Because that's really what this is all about, is getting them to share the remarkable story that they experienced at your school from the day they first walked in until the very last day when they walked out. Okay, we'll talk more about this in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for what you do.